Alright guys, welcome back to another video.
This is a
Sorry if my
certified
audio and my voice sounds a little bit different. It's mostly because I'm at a different house right now. And so, you know, at different houses I have different recording materials and stuff like that. In my other house I was using, you know, my actual gaming computer, a good setup and stuff like that. But right now I'm on my freaking 10-year-old Mac, so yeah. But as you can see last video, oh crap, what am I doing? As you can see last video, I talked about like the best mage setups and stuff like that for, you know, I'm pretty sure I did up to like floor 3. There is gonna be a part 2 coming soon, but yeah, in today's video we're gonna be talking about best berserker, or just any like left clicking but actually smacking somebody in personal, like all in their personal space. We're just gonna talk about berserker setups and stuff like that, because you know I don't want to just end it off with just mage. It'd be kind of upsetting.
This is a
so
certified hood
if you're
clock.
trying to become a berserker, here's the video for you. So before this video starts off, make sure you like and subscribe for part 2 to the mage guide. I'm gonna do floor 4 through floor 7. Those I'm actually not gonna have the armor sets for it, because you know, because all right, I'm just not gonna have the armor sets. But yeah, so let's get straight into it. Alright, as we all know, there are 7 floors in dungeon in total, and when you start out, most people start off as berserker, because you know it's like, but right before that you're already berserker, because you know, I mean, unless you're rich before that, you don't really have money like that, so you can't really buy any mage stuff, because starting off as a mage is already really expensive just at the beginning of being a mage. But being a berserker, I mean, it still gets expensive as the items become better, but it ultimately is cheaper to start off with. And basically as soon as you start the game, you're already a berserker, so that's one thing. Next thing is that right before you start doing dungeons, you probably want to have at least a dragon armor set. I mostly advise, especially if you're going to be a berserker, I advise superior or strong. If you don't have one of those, I mean, it's still possible, but you probably wouldn't really survive. And it's not like you could use any god potions. I mean, you could use potions there, but like they won't really help too much. So I advise you to go with strong or superior. Most likely superior if you can afford it. If not, go for strong. To be honest, that should last you up to floor 2. But if you're struggling with floor 2, you know, I got a better idea. Alright, so if you're struggling on floor 2, you might want to switch to zombie soldier armor. It's a very good, or decent I should say, starter armor set. As a floor 1, floor 2 dungeons, it'll probably be better for you to use that for floor 2 dungeons, and you're probably wondering why. And that is because, you know, you need a certain category. Like for zombie soldier armor, you only need catacombs 9, but I'm pretty sure you need something way higher than that to add stars. First of all, you just need catacombs 9 to get zombie soldier armor. Boom, get that easily. Just do a couple of grinding. It shouldn't really take too long. But then after that, you start adding stars to the set, which ultimately makes the set better. But with dragon armor, it would take a lot longer to unlock the ability to add stars to it. So ultimately, you'll probably be doing less damage. And another thing, you probably would want to use aspect of the dragons, because it's really decent. Like it's a good starter sword for any starting dungeon. Wow, did I spell it wrong? It's aspect of the dragon. Okay, there we go. All right, aspect of the dragons. All right, so The dragon rage. All monsters in front of you take 25 damage, 25,000 damage, and that's ultimately a lie because this says 4K, and I do about 15K outside of dungeons and about 50 to 60K inside of dungeons. So it's ultimately kind of a lie, but yeah. So what you want to do is get aspect of the dragons, and to be honest, if you're not there yet, don't worry about it. I literally survived floor 1 to floor 2. I did a couple of floor 3s, but I ultimately survived that far with an aspect of the end, and then later on I got a Dreadlord sword. So it'll be fine if you don't have aspects of the dragons. Just use aspect of the end, which what you really want to make sure you have is talismans. A bunch of talismans. You can add reforges to them, and it gives you certain like strength, crit damage, crit chance. If you're going for a berserker, obviously you would want to use hurtful, but then after a while you're gonna get so much crit damage and you're gonna have no crit chance whatsoever. So that's when you want to turn all your uncommons, like something like these, you want to turn those into unpleasant, because then it gives you crit chance. Alright, but next step is, well, not next step, but if you go over here to the adventurer right next to the bazaar, she sells what's it called? Oh yeah, six talismans. You could buy these. It's really not that. It's not gonna go over 40K. Probably not even gonna go over 30K, to be honest. So you want to get those talismans, reforge them. Reforge most of them to hurtful, because if you're not rich yet, you're probably not gonna be able to get too many talismans. But what I did was I bought those and went to the auction house. Went to accessories over here. Bin only, lowest price, and alright, lowest price, and I just bought zombie ring, red claw talisman, shark tooth necklace, lava talisman, fire like lava talisman. That's in a collection that's gonna take way too long, so that's one that you want to buy. Other ones, if you have time to grind, you can grind that too. Alright, but going on to the next floor, we have floor 3. So what I advise is, once you get to floor 3, or yeah, floor 3, you would want to start going for the adaptive set. That's what I'm using right now. I'm currently grinding out my friend's account just because he's lazy as freak. But anyways, what you want to do is you want to start getting adaptive. You don't have to put it on wise, but it's really good because as you see down here where it says berserk, healer, mage, tank, and archer, it gives you certain buffs to each class. And as you can see at berserk, you get plus 20 strength. So if you have a full set, that is plus 80 strength, and it doesn't sound like a lot, but it's a lot. I'm saving up for it. Unfortunately though, you would probably have to, I don't know, grind summoning eyes, bizarre flip, I don't know, just freaking put down a diamond minion, super compactor, plasma bucket, I don't know. Just do something. You're gonna have to get at least like 3 mil coins because this set is kind of expensive. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. But like as you can see, the boots right here, the growth 5, prot 5, 150K. It doesn't seem so bad. And then you're like, oh my gosh, there's no leggings. Then you get over here, boom, instantly 900K. Boom, you get to the helmet, boom, 1.8 mil. Chest plate, boom, 4 mil. So it's definitely gone up in price, because last time I checked, it was only like 1 mil for the chest plate, so it's definitely going up in price. But that's the next set you want to do, and I guess I can see if y'all don't want to do that. But like if you don't want to do that, then wrong one. You want to continue with your zombie soldier. I don't know, going somewhere there's a bunch of carry, like people that wants to carry, and not necessarily the ones that like ask to pay, because it's really easy to get scammed that way, because they don't have to do that. They just take your money and go. So if you don't feel like doing that, what you can do is just grind it out in the collection, and once you get to 50% professor kills, aka just passing the dungeon 50 times, you can get the adaptive leggings. And if you're not really like looking for, you're looking for armor set, that's why you're looking at the video. But if you're not like looking to keep that, you can sell that for a bunch of money. But no. So if you go here, 50, you can get the adaptive leggings, 150 chest plate, 250 recombobulator, and then 1K diamond professor head. But yeah, so you can get the adaptive leggings and adaptive chest plate. and the rest doesn't show. But on S plus runs on the professor, there's a chance you can get the rest of the adaptive set. So if you don't feel like paying money, you can always do that. I would advise you to just buy the boots because they're actually really cheap right now in the auction house. So that's pretty much it for this one. Really extremely recommend, especially if you see that you're dying quite a bit and taking down the team. What you want to do is get the Bonzo mask, because as you see down here, item ability, instead of dying, gain damage, immunity, and plus 24.8 strength for 3 seconds and fully replenish your health. The cooldown and the strength bonus you receive improve based on your dungeon skill level. The abilities only works while in the catacombs. Cooldown 316 seconds. So basically, it saves your lives and gives you more strength. So the Bonzo mask is really good, and that is for floor 3. Unfortunately, this video is getting kind of long. I can even tell it's getting long because I've been recording for 30 minutes. And I'm just freaking drool in my mouth because I've been talking so much. But I'm going to end it for this video. Make sure you like and subscribe because I'm not sure it's going to be when. It probably won't be Wednesday because I have testing. But yeah, stay tuned for the next mage guide and for the next berserker guide. I'm planning on having like a series for sets and stuff like that. Right now we're on berserker and mage. I want to finish these two first, and then I'm going to start working on tank, healer, and archer. Healer is not really that like essential like that, but like once you get into floor 3, you're gonna need it because you don't revive like on your own. So you're definitely gonna have to have a healer. So I don't really advise that. Archer is good for beginning because if you're taking a lot of damage from the mobs, you're just trying to get away, you probably should just use archer so you can be at a distance while you're bow spamming them. And tank is just tank. Like I'll explain it in the next videos, but I'll see you later.